Okay, before we get started, Supernatural, just finished watching it, just so you understand it. I'm fresh out of it. I'm not like some geezer that finished watching this like 10 years ago when it dropped. I just finished this, like, not even just finished it, I finished it a couple weeks ago. Supernatural is probably one of the greatest shows to be televised and then not praised. Like underrated is the word. Supernatural is very underrated. Like, all right, let's get into this. Supernatural follows two brothers, Sam and Dean Winchester, who travel the country hunting monsters, demons, and supernatural creatures inspired by their father's teachings after their mother's death. So yes, yes, yes. And this show has had 15 seasons, 327 episodes, and I believe it was dropped. It started in September of 2005 and ended in November of 2020. So that alone, nigga, it reached decades. First of all, like that should tell you alone that it's a great show. If this video doesn't convince you, then that alone, me saying that it lasted longer than a decade, 15 seasons, that's damn near 2 decades. That's some NCIS shit. NCIS is not even half as good as Supernatural. It just has what's the word? It's like a sponge, nigga. You can keep putting shit in it, and it's always gonna fill up. There's always gonna be something there for NCIS to like just work on. But Supernatural did this shit perfectly in the sense of they only had so. I mean, they had a lot to work with. Supernatural shit, demons, ghouls, jinn. Like you know what I mean? The shit. They even went into Greek mythology a couple times, but that's me going too far. That's when that happened. They had me locked in after they showed. I'm not even gonna show. I'm not even gonna tell y'all. We know season one. We're gonna only be talking about season one today. And season one was kind of like it's not regular because like the stuff that happens, it's like ugh, you like looking like ugh, like I'm gonna definitely watch this, but because and like they do this so perfectly. They make something happen to the point where you feel like you need to know what happens to a certain character, and they do that with every character. I'm pretty sure they do that with at least every character once. Where like they hook you in because something happens to a certain character. You're like, no, I'm too attached to that character because you put his face out too much, and now you're saying his life or her life is either in danger or I'm never going to see them again. And half the time I almost cry. I think only. I mean, people obviously die in shows. People have to die in shows. So me saying people die is not really a spoiler, but me saying who dies is a spoiler. And the people that die, only one of them made me cry. And that shit still sucks now that I think about it. Because I just realized who really died and who, who's still kicking, flipping, doing. Okay, how it starts? The show starts off with what I said in the overview is with their fucking mom dying. So that if that doesn't like reel you in enough, I don't know what will, because the death is how you're like, well, now you like if you're like me, you're like, well, how did this bitch even get to a point where she was on the ceiling burning? And I'll probably throw clips, but like literally, like she was on the ceiling burning. No, I don't want to explain the first scene to you, but she basically goes upstairs, check on baby. Somebody over crib. She goes downstairs, and she's her husband in the chair, knocked out. She thought dude upstairs was her husband, and she goes on back upstairs. Mm, cooked, fried, filleted, teapotted. Any way that you can think that she could get cooked, she got fried. You know what I mean? Like she got that. She had what was coming to her. And then after that, they go into Sam and Dean, and then they show Sam at. I believe they show Sam at home or at school. One of the two. He's doing schoolwork. He has a girl. You know what I mean? Like Sam's chilling, but we gonna get into Sam and Dean. Now we got Sam and Dean. Sam and Dean are probably like, if I'm talking about dynamic duo characters and not just like single main characters, these are probably the best duo main characters ever. And I'm like, and if we're talking like anything like fucking anime, it's better than Goku and Vegeta, better than Naruto and Sasuke, better than fucking who I can't think of regular TV show right now. Better than fucking better than Rick and Shane or Rick and whoever the fuck else you want to pair him with. He's like they are better. Like even like acting wise, like the acting in this, like Dean is probably the funniest nigga to ever like just spit out certain lines. Like he did that shit so perfectly, and then Sam was just good at he was good at staying in character, but when he got out of character, that's when the shit was funny. Like I'm not even saying like out of character, but like when the character got out of character, they were like on point with acting. Like this shit, like they need, like honestly, I think they need an award for this shit. I'm surprised they didn't get an award. It wasn't like blow your socks off, but you'll definitely be thinking about it like 5 years after watching the show. Like you'll be like, because I'm like Dean's stuck in my head. Like Dean as a character is stuck in my head. Like I'm dead. Like I'm writing books and I'm dead ass. Like I'm not gonna steal Dean's character, but I'm getting inspiration from Dean's character, and that's all that matters, man. Dean, and it's because of Dean's jokes. Dean's jokes are just top tier jokes for like the shit that they were in, and like the shit that they had to do with. Dean just throws a joke out there, and you're like, you have no choice but to laugh because of how funny it is. But yeah, they spend this whole season basically, like this whole first season. It's not even. I'm not gonna spoil anything crazy, but I am like so like spoiler warnings now and here on out. They spend the whole first season looking for their father, basically. Like, how does it go? Dean comes to Sam after so many years. I forget how many years. It has to at least be like 5-6 years. And Sam quit hunting a while ago, as we learned. I think throughout this season, Sam quits hunting because this is like you gotta remember. I have 15 seasons. I'm not gonna remember everything from each season. So if I miss something, you go watch the show. And if you watch the show, put it in the comments what I missed. Please, like I'm asking you politely, like please do it. Like put something in, like if I miss something this season that was like rather important that you think is important way farther down the line, let me know. Sure. But yeah, they basically they're looking for their father this whole season, and I think actually spoiler even more the next like 3 seasons. I think like the first 3 seasons they're looking for their father, and that's like and like they use that as like a recap to catch us up on what was kind of lost in the mist between them two and what happened in between and what happened during when they were kids hunting, because yes, they were kids clapping bodies, demon bodies, vampire bodies. At least Dean was. Sam kind of got some, but he got out right before he could catch. He caught a couple bodies. I'm pretty sure he caught a couple bodies when he was adolescent. You know what I mean? He definitely. But yeah, father, looking for their father. And throughout the season they do like Bloody Mary, bro. They do like that's the only one I can really remember. That I gotta look through. Hold up, because they do a bunch. First season they do Wendigos. If you know it, where are my Until Dawn fans at? I know that game. That game was crazy. Wendigos. They do shapeshifters. They do skinwalkers. They do Bloody Mary. Something called the Hook Man. They go into bugs like locusts and like that shit makes my screen crawl. Then they do ghost and demons and any type of spirit, scarecrows, haunted roads, haunted place. Like they touch everything that you can think. Nigga, they do shadows. They start talking about how shadows are dangerous. Then this is like I think this is the first time, like I think the end of season 1, not the end, but like the last 3 episodes is when they introduce vampires. And that's when the shit gets wicked, because then vampires are around and your brain starts to go like, well, where are the werewolves? You feel me? Like then your brain starts like fucking around. I don't think they meet a demon until the last episode of season 1, and that's when shit gets crazy. When they meet that demon, that's like the first thing that they find that they can't like fuck with, like not one-on-one type style, like one-on-one type style. Even then they couldn't fuck with certain things in the beginning, but eventually you see them progress to be able to take certain things down by themselves. But a demon at this point, neither of them were well versed in supernatural. What do they call it? Supernaturalists. Yeah, we're gonna learn that word later, but we're neither of them were supernaturalists. That's what I'm trying to say. They were not who they were. You know, if you watch the show 15 seasons, but if you're not watching the show, they're not them yet. But they become Himothy and Himothy Jr. and Himothy the second, Himothy the third. Like, you know what I mean? And the amount of characters that they introduce, like during the ending of the show, you'll literally realize that characters like Stranger Things, my Stranger Things fan, I might watch that just to report on that. You know what I mean? Because I've watched the first 2 seasons of of Stranger Things, but they have people doing old roles like Evelyn in Stranger Things. They have people, I can't think of names off the top, but that's like the one that I saw. Evelyn and old boy with the afro was in Supernatural. They were both in Stranger Things, and they started their career in Supernatural. You'll see actors who literally made come ups off of Supernatural. Like if you don't want to watch it for the plot, at least watch it just to see how many actors you can find that literally are popping now because of Supernatural. Like Supernatural is that good, my nigga. Like if you don't think, and season 1's kind of like, it's kind of chill. Season 2 is kind of chill. That's why it's not in Amudala. Like what season was it? It was season 8. It was season 6, 7, and 8, and then 12 that were crazy, if I remember correctly. Those seasons had me. I finished the show in 4 months. First of all, I didn't even tell you how fast I finished it. I finished 15 seasons in 4 months. That shouldn't be done. Then again, I was unemployed. I was kind of employed, but kind of not. But you know what I mean? But like, you shouldn't like a show shouldn't be that good to the point where hold up, the sun's glaring. The show shouldn't be that good to the point where I finish like I don't even finish and I don't even think I finish anime like that. Like anime takes me a fucking year to watch. Like I'm gonna watch Breaking Bad. Like Breaking Bad might be the next thing you see. You might see. I would have to rewatch Naruto. I would have to actually read Naruto to recap Naruto or any anime. Now that I think about it, because then I'm gonna have the fucking manga nerds coming after me like I'm a fucking serial killer. Like don't get mad at me because they didn't adapt the manga correctly. Okay, but yeah, Supernatural. If you're not on it, you need to get on it. If you already got on it, you need to tell people why they should get on it in the comments. And um, I'm that one. I'm that one. You know what I mean? I'm that one channel. I'm that one channel that you come to when you don't know if you should watch something. I'm that one channel. Like that's what that one. Okay, you get it. You get it right. I'm just making sure. Yeah, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share the video. Give me recommendations. I mean, I don't even need recommendations. My mother literally gives me too many. I have to watch Ozark, Breaking Bad, The Americans. I haven't finished Homeland. Homeland's crazy. The fucking 100. True Blood. I was too young. Like I was watching True Blood when I was younger, but I didn't pay attention to True Blood. True Blood might be the next one that y'all see because I might watch that by myself. I might say, "Buck, my watching buddies ain't watch that by myself." But yeah, damn. Make sure y'all you live, bro. Like fuck, like